Hello, magical people. Welcome back to the Daily Astro Show here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Very happy to be joining all of you here today on Wednesday, January 15th, to be sharing the astrology horoscope for January 15th going into January 16th. 2025. Thank you guys so much for joining me, whether you're catching the live, all my live crew, or you're in the replay. And before we get into the astrology, as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube, Rumble, and X channels, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. We multi-stream these daily astro horoscope shows. Also, you guys, I do offer personal astrology readings that are available on consultations.beyondmystic.net. The link is in the description box below. And I do have some openings in 2025 starting in June, July. So if you'd like to see me to look at your birth chart, your year ahead, solar return, synastry, we can look at anything with the astrology. You can book in at the link below. Also want to share that I just hosted this Pluto in Aquarius Master Live Workshop this past Sunday, January 11th. And 4-hour live workshop where I dive deep into what this transit means for the whole next 20 years for the collective and each of the 12 signs. So if you'd like to check out the replay of that, and you can watch it as many times as you'd like, of course, that's on the Beyond Mystic Academy. Link is in the description below. And thank you, everyone who joined me for the workshop. It was so much fun. Philip is here. Hello, Philip. He says, that was a blast. Yes, it was a blast. Hello, Linda. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me, you guys. So, okay, first of all, I'm curious to hear from all y'all out there how the heck everybody is feeling. This is some crazy ass astrology transits that we've got at the moment. Okay. Today we've got exact Sun in opposition to Mars. We're going to be talking about that. We're starting to come into within. Hi, Rob. Nice to see you. I see you. We're starting to come within a very strong orb of influence of this Sun conjunct Pluto. We've got 4 major placements, 3 planets and the North Node now in Pisces this week. Saturn conjunct Venus and Pisces exact later this week. We've got so much going on. We're still in the full moon in Cancer portal. So let me know, you guys, how you're feeling, first of all. Okay. Her Miller says, great. I feel ascended. Wild. I'm happy that you are feeling ascended. CeeLo Joe says, I feel shit is coming and I'm ready for it. Me too, CeeLo Joe. And I'm just hearing my phone is going off. Just one second, you guys. I thought I had it on silent, but I'm going to have to put it on silent. The fairies must be playing with me because that was off. The sounds were off. B. Journey says, I feel energized. I'm happy to hear you are feeling energized. Lots of you guys in the comments have physical reactions going on. Grounded Hippie says, the energy is insane. Yes, the energy does feel kind of insane. And I've personally, you guys know I like to keep it real. I've been feeling a little bit all over the place. I'm really feeling the Pisces vibe. Let me know if you guys are feeling that too. I'm like having some moments where I feel like I'm totally grounded in my Taurus rising, my moon in Capricorn. I'm grounded. I'm getting shit done. And then I have other moments where I feel like I can barely even move. And there's so much energetically being processed and having really intense like visions and daydreams and feeling that Piscean influence very strong. So anybody else having that? Thank you, Rooster, so much. Yes, very good investment. The new microphone setup. Very happy about it. Oh, Philip says, your screen freezes sometimes, but sound is okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Hope it is going to get fixed. Should be okay. Maybe it's a connection issue because we are like in the countryside in Belgium, so we don't always have the best internet connection. Hopefully it's okay. Jenny says, dreaming a lot. Yeah, the Wi-Fi might be weak, you guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's the connection going on. Which interesting that speaking of connection, not to put it on the solar winds and things that we've got going on with the sun, But I have been feeling intuitively very strongly, and everybody listen to your own personal intuition, okay? But I feel like it's very, very important during these times to be prepared for possible shutdown issues going on with the energy, with the technological systems of how we get power, how we get Wi Fi. We've currently got in the astrology Uranus that rules technology, Wi Fi, internet, the power grid, okay, at an Aquarius degree, Uranian degree in the sign of Taurus, his most unstable position. I don't know if it's because Uranus is now at an Aquarius degree retrograde or what it is exactly. We did have this full moon was in an exact trine to Uranus, highlighting it very strong. But I'm just getting like more intuitively just a very strong message of being prepared for possibly at some point the power grid going down, the internet going down. That sounds very intense for me to say, but I'm just feeling it very strong. And I'm not saying that from a fear based place at all, because I don't believe it's the end of the world. I don't believe that we're going to be in this apocalyptic shit show. It's just kind of part of the energies, and part of the craziness is actually the astrology is showing it's quite likely that over the course of some point over the next year or so, there will be power outages. So I want to be wrong about that, of course, but just have to share that with you guys. And it's something I've been intuitively getting very strong today and yesterday's. And then I heard one of my astrology teachers mention it too. And I was like, okay, better pay attention if my astrology teacher is saying that too. Sister Nobody says, I need to get a Starlink. Yes, I bought a Starlink this past summer and I'm paying for the subscription, and I have used it and it has worked pretty well. It's back in Canada. We're in Belgium at the moment. But yeah, I invested in Starlink. I've invested in so many different things, you guys, to be prepared for really any possible scenario. Again, not from a fear based place, from a place of this is literally the end of the old Matrix world, the end of us stepping out of a dark age that we've been in for like over 12,000 years and stepping into a light age. And there's so much negativity coming to the surface right now that can make it seem like everything's going to shit and it's the end of the world. But it's actually the darkness having to come to light to be purged and released. So, as much as there's very challenging situations going on in some part of the collective right now that I wouldn't wish upon anybody, I wouldn't wish on, my greatest adversary. It's happening for a reason, and it is the darkness coming to light. So, speaking of darkness coming to light, today, Wednesday, January 15th, we've got exact sun at 26 degrees of Capricorn. So, that sun is getting to the end of Cappy season. Shout out to all my fellow Cappies out there. And that sun, 26 degrees of Capricorn, is in an exact opposition today to Mars retrograde at 26 degrees. So we're having exact Sun Mars opposition, which is a challenging adverse aspect, especially since Mars is really uncomfortable and pissed off, actually, right now, from our Earth's perspective, in terms of his relationship to us here on Earth and the fact that he's retrograde and he's at his fall sign of Cancer. So Mars is not very happy. Okay. Linda says, when does Mars go direct? Mars goes direct on February 23rd, 2025. So we've still got just over a month left of this Mars retrograde at fall sign of Cancer. So it's wonky. And we've been in the energy of this, but it's really being exaggerated today with that opposition to the sun, which is our consciousness and our life force and our overall energy. And the biggest influence, is wherever the sun is at. This can be a day of conflict. Okay. Mars retrograde in Cancer in opposition to the sun. There can be collective conflict. I haven't seen anything too crazy today kick off. Let me know, you guys, if I'm missing anything in the live chat or the comments below. But this is a day where we could definitely see conflict, emotional conflict, right? Having to do in an opposition to the sun in Capricorn, having to do with politicians, governments, systems, and structures of life, okay, that keep the matrix afloat. There's an energy of conflict in the air today. Also, physically, because Mars does have a lot to do with our physical health, we can be feeling quite tired today. And I don't want to wish that upon anybody, but just reading the astrology. And this is today, also going into tomorrow. These new daily Astro shows, the new format. We're talking about the day I'm filming and the next day as well. So, physically, we can possibly be feeling tired, off emotionally and mentally moody. And there can be more of a propensity for conflict. Okay. Inner conflict, our own inner demons and shadow side and self sabotage, right? Our inner places where we don't feel well coming up to the surface and being really highlighted. And also in the outer, in those Capricorn ruled areas of life for sure. I'm seeing a lot of you guys saying that you're feeling tired today. We're also, of course, in the full moon in Cancer portal still until tomorrow, until Thursday as well. And we did have that full moon made an occultation to Mars. So the moon occulted Mars. So, meaning when the moon was very close to its apex of being full, Mars went behind the moon and became occulted, invisible from our Earth's perspective to the moon. So, Mars is not happy. Mars is like, I'm not in the sign I like to be. I'm not going direct. And the moon just freaking occulted me. Okay. There's a lot of hidden issues coming to the surface, and Mars likes to move forward. Okay. Mars is the planet that rules, of course, Aries and traditional ruler of Scorpio as well. And Mars is about action, sex, passion, living in the present moment, getting shit done, moving forward, being a trailblazer, forward thinking. Yeah, Mars is pissy at the moment, as you guys are saying, because Cancer, Mars's fall position, which I was actually born with Mars in Cancer. Shout out to all my fellow Mars and Cancers that have that placement. This is about the past. Mars retrograde in Cancer in opposition to the sun. This is not the best time to be starting something new. This is not the best time to be saying, here's my Gregorian New Year intention, and I'm going to be starting it, and it's going to go great. No, this is plans changing. This is a need for reflection. This is the past being highlighted. This is us also feeling really nostalgic. This can be uncomfortable memories today and tomorrow coming up to the surface. Sierra says Gaza and Hamas have agreed on ceasefire and hostage release, and celebrations are being televised. Holy crap. I didn't know that. So that's actually amazing. Very positive development. Awesome. Thank you for for sharing that, Sierra. That's great. And there is, even though challenge is going on, there is the positivity and the magic of this Pisces stellium in placements. Pisces stellium of placements at the moment. Today, tomorrow, the whole rest of the week, the whole rest of the next couple weeks. On Saturday, we're going to have exact Venus in conjunction to Saturn. And as we go into today, January 15th, and Thursday, January 16th, they're starting to get within a very strong orb, 2 degrees off. So, by things from the past coming up, tiredness, moodiness, need for reflection, I'm hearing Spirit say, by the conflicts that may be coming up, whether outside of ourselves or inside of ourselves, it's actually serving a purpose to show us what's in alignment and what's no longer in alignment. Because as we go throughout this year, 2025, this is a very powerful portal year of divine intervention and miracles and divine assistance in the ways that serve us, right? First couple months are kind of weird because we got this Mars retrograde going on with Mars in an opposition to Pluto. We still got Jupiter retrograde, Uranus retrograde. But as we get into the springtime, as we get into the summertime of this year, oh my God, the energy is going to totally shift and become very, we're going to get a glimpse of 2026, which is what I've been waiting for my whole life. And many astrologers have been waiting for our whole lives. 2026, way more positive territory. There's still things to be let go. There's still major things to be let go. And, if you yourself have been doing a lot of self-development and work on yourselves and you're like, I don't really have anything that big to let go of, Meg. Okay, that's great. Good for you. I'm very happy for you. But I'm sure that you've probably got people around you or situations around you that are doing some pretty intense work where there may be shit coming up to the surface and dark sides being revealed and worked with. So a lot of us, Cancer is also supporting others, the need to support others in unprecedented times. Red Pill Rooster says, I no longer set New Year resolutions until the end of winter, beginning of spring. Winter is a time for reflection now. I totally, totally agree with you. Yeah. And it's always funny because I'm a witch. Okay. I'm a good witch. I'm a positive witch, but I do believe that the Gregorian New Year, it does have an energy to it, even though it's not the natural New Year. So many people are putting that intention towards it that it's funny. Jens and I, we did like this New Year's reading and we did a little Gregorian New Year meditation. And, it's those resolutions that you make, they tend to not really happen because, like you were saying, Brewster, it's like not the natural New Year. So, and especially with Mars retrograde, Mars in opposition to Pluto, all these things going on, this is a time to stop, drop, and roll. I'm hearing Spirit say, pause, reflect, right? Heal. What needs to be worked on? Is there something that you've been trying to work on, some kind of issue that you can't move forward from? Is it time to seek some professional help, right? Pisces stellium. Is it time to talk to an astrologer, tarot reader, get a QHHT or get a human design? Like, is it time to seek some outside spiritual assistance and healing from a healing arts person or institution? We're not at this alone. And there's really intense things coming up for a lot of us. Amanda says, winter is a time to reflect. As bears do, they hibernate till spring. Smart animals. Yes, I've been feeling the bear totem very, very strong as well. So Sun opposite Mars, it's funky, it's challenging, it's reactive, it's moody, but it's serving us. It's not punishing us. It's serving us to see what works, to see what doesn't work. Interesting that just as I said that, I'm like starting to get some kind of weird pain in my like ovaries area. That's really random, but interesting. I have been doing a whole other side note, you guys. I have been doing what's it called? Castor oil packs. I'm sure some of you guys have heard about that before because I do have some issues with my moon time cycle. So I've been doing these castor oil packs and don't know if it has something to do with that or just me tuning into the collective energy, but I'm literally feeling something in my ovaries right now, looking at this astrology chart with you guys. So, Cancer does rule the ovaries and those women areas. And her Miller says, you are laying an egg. Yeah, castor oil is fantastic. Yeah, to literally like even one way you can tune into your divine feminine energy is to put your hands on, those like feminine areas of the body even, or to do feminine practices, right? It's very much a time of healing and the need for reflection and self-nurturance, right? So, what else have we got going on? I like that the moon is in Leo. The moon is in square to Uranus. So it's an unstable energy today. If you're feeling off, if you're feeling unstable, if you're feeling jittery, if you're feeling weird, yeah, it's funky astrology today going into tomorrow. If you're not, then that's great. I'm very happy for you, but a lot of us can be. And as we go into tomorrow, January 16th, the moon is going to ingress into Virgo. Sun in Capricorn in the last decan, moon in Virgo, we can be feeling like hypercritical. So just be mindful to, love yourself, not be too hard on yourself, right? That moon in Virgo is wanting stability, but there's a lot being cleansed and purged from the collective that is definitely unstable energies. So, very good day when we go into tomorrow and Friday as well, that it will be a little bit more of a grounding frequency. We will be coming out of that full moon portal. So today, Wednesday, January 15th, last full day to do full moon ceremony release work if you like to do that kind of thing and you haven't done that yet. And also, Thursday is going to be exact day before Sun sextile Neptune. So we're also in that energy of Sun sextile Neptune. There's so many things showing up of a healing frequency in the astrology. But, the real deal healing work is not taking a magic pill. The real deal healing work is not getting a reading and somebody, fixing your life for you. The real deal healing work is the shadow side coming to the surface, actually having to work through things. And, with that Saturn conjunct Venus as well, and Neptune conjunct the North Node now in Pisces, our healing journey is really at the forefront. And if you're ever bored, if you're ever having a moment during these times where you're bored and you're like, what should I do right now? It's Pisces. It's North Node in Pisces. Your healing journey, meditation, reflection, prayer, creativity, being of service to others. Thank you, Heather, for the super chat. So, yeah, big stuff, you guys. Let's pull some cards. We always like to pull the cards, see what we get. I'm going to pull a Trust Your Vibes card, and I'm also going to pull a Halloween tarot card. My soul sister, I don't know if MJ is here right now, but MJ, Marie Jose, gifted me this Halloween tarot. I can't close up for you guys to see it, but it's the Halloween Wait. Absolutely love it. So let's see what we got here. And I'm also going to pull from the Trust Your Vibes Oracle by Sonia Choquette. So I'm going to ask, what's our divine guidance for Wednesday? Going into Thursday, very big transits happening. Universe, what can you share with us? And this is an amazing time now that the North Node is in Pisces, like pulling cards, divination, all magical practices are elevated and even more powerful right now. What's our guidance? Interesting. Oh my God. I keep getting this King of Swords. Does anybody else keep getting the King of Swords? Sunny and I have both been getting that a lot. Okay, let's also pull from the Trust Your Vibes. We've got the Five of Swords reversed, the King of Swords reversed, and the Six of Wands victory card. Trust Your Vibes. Interesting. Okay. So we've got, I don't think I've ever pulled this one before. Make a note of it, which, by the way, Yenzi is going to help me over the course of the next couple of days have a different card view. He's the technological expert. So in the next couple of days, I'll have a better card view where you guys will be able to see up close, but I have to put it like this for now, just with the new setup. So make a note of it. Feed your spirit, and it's not personal. I feel like the make a note of it card, it's very kind of Mars retrograde in Cancer with the Piscean influence. There is confusion, and there is us not seeing the full picture in certain areas in the collective and even our personal lives completely clearly until we're out of this Mars retrograde and this Venus retrograde, which is going to be when we go into April. So make a note of the things that you feel, right? The things that you notice of, I'm feeling spirit say, like, of things that might not be in alignment. Okay. If you notice something as a truth, but then, you tell yourself, oh, that's negative. I'm just going to let that go. Actually, actually, that person is really good for me, even though I noticed that really big red flag, or that situation is actually really good for me, even though deep down it's not. Make note of those feelings and feed your spirit. What feeds your spirit? What actually uplifts you? Because things that are in alignment for you, whether health, in your emotional realm, in your relationships, in your work, they feel good. They're not supposed to feel bad. And it's not personal. I think I said that earlier in this video. People's anger can kind of be coming up to the surface with this Mars retrograde in Cancer. And I've been telling you guys for a while now, with this Mars retrograde, don't take microaggressions, don't take projections personally from people. Very important. Four of Swords reversed, King of Swords reversed, reflection. I'm hearing reflection. This is a time of healing and reflection. And I know I already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Don't force anything right now. Whether personally, whether professionally, it's not the right time astrologically. Victory is coming. Okay, we've got is that the Six of Wands? Victory is coming, but we need to look back first. Mars retrograde in Cancer. We need to heal, be honest with ourselves about what is the weight, I'm hearing Spirit say, that doesn't serve. What's weighing on us that we're not going to want to bring into the victory lap coming up as we go into the spring, as we go into the summer. We are victorious. Amanda says, you are right, too, that nothing is what it seems right now, so don't trust everything you hear. Yes, I've been saying that ever since the whole past few years. Neptune and Pisces. We are literally living in and watching in a movie, and don't believe everything you see and you hear. And the full clarity about what the F has actually been going on here will not come until Neptune has fully gone into Aries, which will be 2026. We'll get glimpses of it in 2025 when Neptune ingresses into Aries at the end of March for better part of the year. But we're still in this territory of the unknown and reflection and protection. And not taking everything so seriously is important as well. So yeah, before I finish up here, you guys, want to mention that so excited, Janine and I are going to be hosting this. Yes, we are victorious. Yes. Hi, Margie. We're going to be hosting this Opening the Psychic Senses live workshop. It's going to be level 1. This is going to be a series of workshops we're going to do in 2025. Now that we've got North Node and Neptune and Pisces, this is literally the best time to be doing psychic development. So introduction to unlocking your natural psychic abilities. And I'm freaking honored to be able to do this with Janine. Janine is a badass. You guys know Tarot by Janine. She is the real deal. She has been professional, psychic, tarot reader, healer for a very, very long time, very experienced. And, I'm young in the game, but I have been in this field for 10 years. I did enter it from a young age. So I've got lots of experience with psychic development, spiritual development as well. So looking forward to this workshop, you guys. And this is for anyone who wants to, whether it's on the personal level or professional level, open up the psychic senses. Don't be scared, because it is fun. We're going to be sharing all our tips and tricks and personal experiences and journeys with you guys. So we are excited. What else? Oh yeah, I am going to be subbing in for JC again on Beyond the News on the Insider Access Pass on beyondmystic.net. Today, as we do have, Coco still on vacation, JC's taking care of some of the production on the back end. So I will be with Janine for Beyond the News tonight on IAP on Beyond Mystic. And yeah, so I'll see you guys there that are going to be joining for that, and see you for the next daily Astro show on Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. I love you guys so, so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And I'll see you all soon. Sending lots of love. Bye, everybody.